Speaking of fishing, when your father was about
Leave It to Beaver captured the essence of family life in the 1950s, blending humor with relatable storytelling. Viewers were drawn to the charming misadventures of young Beaver Cleaver and his brother Wally, as well as their loving parents June and Ward. The show's appeal lay not just in its delightful characters, but also in its ability to tackle everyday situations with warmth and wit. Each episode presented a new challenge, often leading to amusing misunderstandings and valuable life lessons. However, amidst the laughter and moral lessons, there were moments that slipped through the cracks of the show's polished facade. One such moment is a blooper that has intrigued fans for years. In a particular scene, the camera captures an unexpected blunder that was not edited out. This slip offers a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes reality of television production, reminding us that even the most beloved shows are not immune to mistakes. Viewers are encouraged to watch closely, as this tiny error adds a layer of authenticity to the otherwise flawless portrayal of the Cleaver family. The charm of this blooper lies in its simplicity, allowing fans to connect with the cast in a more human way. It serves as a reminder that laughter can arise from imperfections, making the show even more endearing. Such moments not only enhance the nostalgia, but also invite a fresh perspective on a classic sitcom that continues to resonate with audiences today. The magic of Leave It to Beaver lives on, reminding us to appreciate the little things that make us smile.
Look, Beaver got paint on his jacket. Now how could a boy get into paint at a dance?
Behind the charming scenes of Leave It to Beaver, there were amusing little mistakes that added a layer of charm to the show. One notable blooper occurred in an unedited scene that many viewers likely missed. These small slip-ups contributed to the show's authenticity and warmth, making it relatable to audiences. The show premiered on October 4, 1957, the same day the world was captivated by the launch of Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite. This event marked the beginning of the space age, drawing significant attention and overshadowing many other happenings, including the debut of Leave It to Beaver. Despite the competition from space exploration, the series carved out its own important place in American culture. For 6 years, it depicted the everyday life of the Cleaver family, resonating with viewers through its portrayal of childhood innocence and family values. The show became a beloved staple of American television, reflecting the social norms and expectations of the time while still entertaining audiences with its humor and heartwarming stories.
You didn't take a poke at it after he hit you.
Well, heck, there was all kinds of girls and guys standing around.
In one episode from 1963, a brief moment features June Cleaver glancing at a calendar in the kitchen, which shows the year as 1961 instead of 1963. This slip occurred because the props team neglected to update the calendar, highlighting a common oversight in television production. Such inconsistencies were not rare in Leave It to Beaver. For instance, Wally Cleaver aged 5 years throughout the series, while his younger brother Beaver remained at the age of 14 for a considerable time. This discrepancy suggests a mix-up with the show's timeline, as viewers could easily notice how Wally matured, while Beaver seemed frozen in time. These errors, while minor, contributed to the charm of the series, allowing audiences to connect with the characters in a more relatable way. Fans often enjoyed spotting these small mistakes, making them a part of the viewing experience. Such moments remind us that even in beloved shows, the behind-the-scenes work can lead to amusing and memorable blunders that audiences still discuss today.
He could profit by my experience.
Oh, maybe he's entitled to make his own mistakes.
Do you want him to go through life?
In another episode, Wally's friend Eddie creates a humorous moment by misnaming the author of the classic novel 2 years before the mast. Instead of calling him Richard Henry Dana Jr., Eddie mistakenly refers to him as Charles Dana. This small blunder adds a touch of realism to the show, reflecting how characters often make mistakes in everyday life. The series, Leave It to Beaver, is known for its depiction of a perfect suburban setting that resonates with many viewers. However, it also incorporates realistic elements that make the characters relatable. The scriptwriters, Joe Connolly and Bob Mosher, drew inspiration from their own childhood experiences, which helped them create authentic storylines. They captured the essence of growing up in a suburban environment, filled with both innocence and the challenges of youth. This blend of fiction and realism allowed the show to resonate with families, making it a beloved classic that continues to be appreciated for its charm and relatability.
Did open one.
Thank you, Beaver. Now, as I told you, I've just come from the principal.
Barbara Billingsley, who portrayed June Cleaver, often drew from her own experiences as a mother to shape her character's reactions. This connection to real-life motherhood allowed her to deliver performances that resonated with viewers, making June a relatable figure in the 1950s American family landscape. Billingsley's advice to young mothers about balancing care and discipline was often reflected in her character's nurturing yet firm demeanor. Her ability to convey warmth while addressing the challenges of parenting helped to create a believable and enduring image of the ideal mother. In addition to Billingsley's influence, Hugh Beaumont, who played Ward Cleaver, brought a unique perspective to his role. As a real Methodist minister, Beaumont infused his character with a sense of wisdom and honesty that resonated deeply with audiences. His background in ministry provided him with a strong moral compass, which he used to guide Ward's interactions with his children and wife. This authenticity added depth to the show, as viewers could see a father who genuinely cared about his family's well-being and sought to impart valuable life lessons. Together, Billingsley and Beaumont crafted a dynamic that showcased the complexities of family life, making Leave It to Beaver a beloved classic that continues to be appreciated for its portrayal of American family values.
He did, to see how big a hole he's got to make.
Wally, if you got a cavity, do they really...
During the audition for the show, Jerry Mathers, who played the character Beaver, stood out to the producers in a unique way. Instead of focusing solely on impressing them, he expressed more concern about his upcoming Cub Scout meeting. This genuine nature resonated with the producers, showcasing his innocence and relatability, qualities that would become central to his character. Initially, the series was intended to be titled Wally and the Beaver, emphasizing Wally's role as Beaver's older brother. However, after the airing of the first episode, it became evident that Jerry Mathers' character, Beaver, was truly the heart of the show. His charm and antics captivated audiences, leading to the decision to rename the series to Leave It to Beaver. This change reflected the show's focus on the everyday life and adventures of a young boy navigating childhood challenges, making it a beloved classic that resonated with families across America. The transformation of the show's title marked a significant moment in television history, solidifying Beaver's place as an iconic character in American pop culture.
Isn't this kind of sneaky?
Of course not. Now you look through them, and I'll watch the door.
The pilot episode, titled It's a Small World, aired on April 23, 1957, as part of the series Heinz Studio 57. This episode marked the introduction of the Cleaver family, capturing the essence of suburban life in America during that era. The show's charm lay in its portrayal of family dynamics, with young Beaver Cleaver, played by Jerry Mathers, and his older brother Wally, portrayed by Tony Dow. As the series progressed, both boys grew taller, which posed a challenge for maintaining the visual balance of the family on screen. To address this, Barbara Billingsley, who played the boys' mother, June Cleaver, began wearing higher heels. This clever adjustment helped preserve the on-screen family dynamic, as she often stood on a small platform to enhance the appearance of harmony among the characters. The fashion choices made by Billingsley not only reflected the styles of the time, but also contributed to the show's overall aesthetic, making the Cleaver family a memorable part of television history.
Ward, I really think you should go up and find out what happened to Wally.
In the second episode, titled Captain Jack, Wally and Beaver engage in a mischievous adventure by hiding an alligator in the toilet tank. This moment was particularly significant because depicting a toilet on television was quite controversial during that era. The show, Leave It to Beaver, faced challenges early on, as it was initially canceled after its first season due to low ratings. However, the series found a new home when it was picked up by ABC. This change not only revived the show, but also brought about a new airing schedule that contributed to its growing popularity. As audiences began to tune in more regularly, the series captured the essence of suburban family life in the 1950s, resonating with viewers and solidifying its place in television history. The combination of humor, relatable family dynamics, and the occasional daring plot twist helped Leave It to Beaver become a beloved classic that many still remember fondly today.
Well, did he yell at you?
No.
The show maintained a clever mystery around the town of Mayfield, leaving its exact location a secret. This allowed viewers to envision it as their own ideal hometown, creating a personal connection with the setting. Clues throughout the series hinted that Mayfield might be in Wisconsin or California, but the ambiguity added to its charm. By not specifying the town's location, The producers encourage audiences to project their own experiences and memories onto the show, making it relatable and inviting. In crafting the humor of Leave It to Beaver, the producers took a thoughtful approach. They intentionally cut out jokes that elicited too strong a reaction from the audience. This decision was made to preserve the warm and simple feel that characterized the series. The humor was gentle and family-friendly, designed to resonate with viewers without pushing boundaries. The result was a show that felt safe and comforting, a reflection of the idealized family life many aspired to during that era. By balancing humor with a sense of nostalgia, Leave It to Beaver became a beloved staple of American television.
And they were to win something called a Screen Master movie projector.
But it says here they sent 3.
In 1963, the beloved series Leave It to Beaver came to an end with a planned finale titled Family Scrapbook. This finale was notable as it marked one of the first television shows to have a proper conclusion, a significant achievement in the early days of TV. The decision to conclude the series was largely influenced by Jerry Mathers, who played the title character, Beaver Cleaver. Mathers expressed a desire to focus on his education, prompting the show's creators to wrap up the series in a thoughtful manner. Despite the increasing popularity of color television during this time, Leave It to Beaver remained steadfastly in black and white. This choice was primarily made to keep production costs down, allowing the show to maintain its classic charm. The black and white format became a defining characteristic of the series, contributing to its nostalgic feel and timeless appeal. The show captured the essence of American family life in the 1950s and early 1960s, resonating with audiences of all ages. As it concluded, Leave It to Beaver left a lasting legacy in television history, remembered fondly by fans for its wholesome storytelling and relatable characters.
I don't go around all the time listening when you jingle and when you don't.
Boy.
After the show ended, Jerry Mathers, who played the beloved Beaver Cleaver, joined the Air Force National Guard. His service marked a significant transition from his childhood fame to adulthood. Meanwhile, Tony Dow, who portrayed Wally Cleaver, found a new passion in directing. He directed various television shows, and even took part in producing, showcasing his talent behind the camera. Barbara Billingsley, known for her role as June Cleaver, reprised her iconic character in the 1980s, reminding fans of the show's enduring legacy. Leave It to Beaver remains a significant part of American culture, embodying the idealized suburban family life of the 1950s. The series continues to resonate with new generations through reruns, introducing its wholesome humor and relatable family dynamics to a modern audience. Its influence can be seen in the way it shaped the portrayal of family life on television. The show's characters and their experiences reflect timeless themes of childhood, family values, and the challenges of growing up, making it a classic family sitcom that stands the test of time.
Now, Beaver, that isn't the purpose of having a badge. Wearing a badge can be the means of getting...
Leave It to Beaver, which first aired in 1957, stands out as one of the quintessential American sitcoms, capturing the essence of childhood and family life in a manner that remains impactful even decades later. While some may argue that only I Love Lucy rivals its acclaim, Leave It to Beaver has carved out a unique niche by presenting life through the eyes of children. This perspective sets it apart from other family comedies of its time, such as Father Knows Best, which, while also insightful, did not delve as deeply into the nuances of a child's experience. The series is celebrated for its memorable characters, including the mischievous Eddie Haskell, the bumbling Lumpy, and the ever-innocent Beaver himself. These characters contribute to a rich tapestry of familial love, humor, and life lessons that are delivered without falling into the traps of sentimentality or overt moralizing. Interestingly, the parents often find themselves the subject of gentle ribbing, which adds a layer of relatability and humor that resonates across generations. However, the show is not without its criticisms. Some viewers perceive the Cleaver family as overly idealized, leading to a sense of datedness in today's more cynical cultural landscape. This perspective suggests that while the portrayal of an idyllic family life can be charming, it may also lack the authenticity that modern audiences often seek in television narratives. Yet, it is important to recognize that Leave It to Beaver does not shy away from addressing serious social issues. Themes such as racism, alcoholism, and divorce are woven into the fabric of the series, often explored through the innocent lens of childhood. These moments, while sometimes played for laughs, carry a somber undertone that reflects deeper societal concerns. For younger viewers, the show's exploration of timeless dilemmas, such as the mischief of Beaver and his brother Wall, mirrors the complexities of human behavior that persist today. The formulaic structure of the series, wherein each episode typically revolves around a small transgression followed by a moral resolution, may seem simplistic. However, the underlying principles of accountability and learning from mistakes remain relevant across generations. This duality allows Leave It to Beaver to be perceived as both nostalgically old-fashioned and surprisingly relevant, resonating with audiences who recognize the universal challenges of growing up. In conclusion, Leave It to Beaver is a show that transcends the era in which it was created. It serves as a time capsule of 1950s America, while simultaneously engaging with themes that are still pertinent today. For those willing to embrace its charm and humor, the series offers a delightful blend of nostalgia and insight, making it a highly recommendable piece of television history.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Who is it?
As we wrap up another delightful episode of Leave It to Beaver, you might find yourself wondering what happened to the beloved characters after the final credits rolled. The world of television often leaves us curious about the lives of the stars we grew up with. Did they continue acting? Did they find success in other fields? Were there any surprising twists in their journeys? In this bonus segment, we will delve into the lives of the cast members who brought the Cleaver family to life. From the charming antics of Beaver himself to the wise words of his father, Ward, each actor had a unique path after the show ended. You might be surprised to learn about their struggles, triumphs, and unexpected career changes. Join us as we uncover the fascinating stories behind the faces you thought you knew so well. Stay tuned, because the next chapter of Leave It to Beaver is just beginning.
Search me.
Boy, Beaver, this is easy.
Richard Deacon's portrayal of Fred Rutherford in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver marked a significant moment in his acting career. As the well-meaning but often bumbling neighbor, he brought a unique charm to the character, embodying the archetypal suburban dad of the era. His performance resonated with audiences, making Fred a memorable part of the show's fabric. However, after the series concluded, Deacon faced a series of personal and professional challenges that darkened his once bright career. Despite his success on television, Deacon struggled with typecasting, finding it difficult to land roles that showcased his range. His personal life was marked by turmoil, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on his mental health. He faced financial difficulties in the years following Leave It to Beaver, leading to a series of lesser-known projects that failed to revive his career. Rumors circulated about his struggles with alcoholism, and there were reports of erratic behavior that alienated friends and colleagues. In his later years, Deacon found some solace in community theater, where he could reconnect with his passion for acting away from the Hollywood spotlight. The last known information about Richard Deacon indicates that he passed away in 1984, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and shadowed by his personal battles. His life serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the scenes of a seemingly perfect television world.
There's an awful lot more to being a father than just making money and hollering.
Tony Dow, known for his role as Wally Cleaver in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver, portrayed the quintessential older brother, embodying a blend of charm and innocence. His character navigated the trials of adolescence with a mix of humor and sincerity, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. After the show ended in 1963, Dow faced the harsh realities of life beyond the screen. He struggled with typecasting and the challenges of transitioning to adult roles in an industry that often forgets its young stars. Dow also battled personal hardships, including depression and the pressures of fame. In later years, he turned to directing and producing, finding some success in television, but never recapturing the fame of his youth. His life took another turn as he became a skilled sculptor and a passionate advocate for mental health awareness, sharing his struggles to help others. Recently, Dow faced health challenges, including a battle with cancer, which he publicly acknowledged. His journey remains a testament to resilience in the face of adversity.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Aren't you home a little early?
I ran.
John Hoyt played the role of Clothier in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His character, a tailor, provided a glimpse into the everyday life of the show's suburban setting, showcasing the struggles and triumphs of family life. Hoyt's performance was marked by a subtle intensity as he brought depth to a seemingly simple role, making Clothier memorable despite the show's lighthearted nature. Beyond Leave It to Beaver, Hoyt had a diverse career in film and television, appearing in notable productions such as Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. His versatility as an actor allowed him to transition between genres, yet his personal life was often shadowed by turmoil. He faced significant challenges, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce and a battle with alcoholism that impacted his career. In the late 1970s, he found himself in legal trouble when he was accused of assaulting a fellow actor, a scandal that tarnished his reputation. In his later years, Hoyt became more reclusive, retreating from the public eye. He passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy marked by both artistic achievement and personal struggles. The last known information about him reveals a man who, despite his talent, grappled with the darker sides of fame and fortune.
What thing?
He told me to get out of the room because it made him nervous to paint with.
Frank Wilcox portrayed the role of district court judge in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a sense of authority and gravitas to the character. His performance was marked by a stern yet fair demeanor, reflecting the moral values of the time. After Leave It to Beaver, Wilcox continued to work in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased his versatility as an actor. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. He faced financial difficulties after the decline of his acting career, leading to a series of unfortunate events. Wilcox was involved in a scandal in the early 1970s, when allegations surfaced regarding his involvement in a controversial real estate deal that raised questions about his integrity. Additionally, he dealt with the loss of close family members, which deeply affected him emotionally. As of the last known information, Wilcox passed away in 1984, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances, but also a life filled with challenges and shadows.
Under my tongue.
Boy, he's really scared about having his tonsils.
Marjorie Reynolds portrayed Mistress Murdoch in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a sense of warmth and maternal care to her character. Her role, though minor, resonated with viewers, showcasing the complexities of suburban family life. Reynolds had a diverse career, beginning in the 1930s as a film actress. She starred in several notable films, including Holiday Inn, where she sang alongside Bing Crosby. However, her life was not without challenges. In the 1940s, Reynolds faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. The pressures of Hollywood took their toll, leading her to step back from the limelight during the 1960s. She struggled with the transition from film to television, often typecast in similar roles. In her later years, Reynolds found solace in painting and teaching, distancing herself from the industry that had both celebrated and troubled her. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and struggle.
Dad? No, it isn't, Dad. Well, it's me, Beaver. Where are you?
Stanley Fafara played Whitey Whitney in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver, capturing the essence of a loyal friend to Beaver Cleaver. His character was known for his innocence and adventurous spirit, often getting involved in the mischief that defined the show. However, Fafara's life took a darker turn after the series ended. Struggling to transition from child star to adult, he faced significant personal challenges. He battled addiction, which led to a series of arrests and a tumultuous lifestyle. In the 1990s, he was arrested for drug-related offenses, which highlighted the struggles many former child actors face in adulthood. Fafara's life was marked by periods of homelessness and a search for stability. He attempted to reconnect with his past through various interviews and appearances, but the shadows of his earlier fame loomed large. His later years were spent in relative obscurity, away from the spotlight that once shone brightly on him. The last known information about Fafara indicates he passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy that is both nostalgic and cautionary.
Into any real trouble? Thank you, dear.
Barbara Billingsley, as June Cleaver in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, embodied the idealized American mother. Her character was known for her unwavering support and nurturing demeanor, often dressed in pearls, and a dress symbolizing the era's domestic expectations. However, behind this polished exterior, Billingsley faced personal challenges. After the show ended in 1963, she struggled to find roles that matched her iconic status. This led to a period of uncertainty in her career, marked by minor television appearances and voice work. including a memorable role in the animated series Transformers. In her personal life, Billingsley endured hardships, including the death of her second husband, William Billingsley, in 1981. She also faced the challenges of raising her two sons as a single mother after her divorce in the 1950s. Despite these struggles, she maintained a positive public image. Later in life, she found renewed fame with guest appearances on shows like The Drew Carey Show and in the film Airplane in 1980, where she humorously broke her wholesome image. Barbara Billingsley passed away in 2010 at the age of 94, leaving behind a legacy that still resonates in American culture.
With locks on the door?
Yeah, I believe that's customary.
Madge Blake portrayed Mistress Margaret Mondello in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver, bringing warmth and a touch of complexity to the character. Her role as a caring mother figure resonated with audiences, yet behind the scenes, Blake faced significant challenges. After the show ended, she struggled to find roles that matched her initial success. The transition from television to film proved difficult, and her career stagnated in the early 1960s. On a personal level, Blake endured hardships that added a layer of mystery to her life. She experienced the loss of loved ones, including her husband, which deeply affected her. Rumors circulated about her struggles with depression and financial difficulties, painting a picture of a woman battling unseen demons. In her later years, she continued to work sporadically in television, but never regained her former prominence. The last known information about Madge Blake indicates that she passed away in 1969, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and shrouded in personal trials.
About the pigeons.
Well, did you spray them again?
No, Dad, I don't think that would help.
Veronica Cartwright played Violet Rutherford in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a unique charm to the role of the sweet yet mischievous neighbor. Her character often found herself in playful situations with the Beaver and his friends, leaving a lasting impression on the show's audience. After Leave It to Beaver, Cartwright's career took her through various genres, including horror and science fiction. She starred in the acclaimed film Alien, earning praise for her performance. However, her journey was not without challenges. Cartwright faced personal hardships, including struggles with typecasting and the pressures of Hollywood. She endured a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which impacted her emotionally. Additionally, she dealt with the tragic loss of her father, a significant event that cast a shadow over her life. In recent years, Cartwright has embraced her legacy, attending conventions and sharing her experiences with fans. As of now, she remains active in the entertainment industry, continuing to engage with her audience.
No, she's a lady. She's not acting silly enough to be a girl.
Come on, Lumpy, let's go over to the park and see what's coming on.
Buddy Joe Hooker portrayed Chester Anderson in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver, a role that showcased his talent as a young actor in a wholesome family setting. Chester was a friend of the show's main character, Beaver, providing a glimpse into the innocence of childhood friendships. However, Hooker's life took a darker turn after the series ended. As he transitioned into adulthood, Hooker faced several personal challenges. He struggled with the pressures of fame and the expectations that came with being a child star. Reports surfaced of him battling substance abuse, which led to a series of arrests in the 1970s. These incidents marred his reputation and pushed him into relative obscurity. In the years that followed, Hooker attempted to revive his career, but found it difficult to escape the shadow of his early fame. He worked various odd jobs and faded from the public eye. The last known information about him indicates he lived a quiet life, grappling with the consequences of his past choices. His story serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of fame and the personal battles that can ensue.
Dear?
Then would you please beat it?
Ken Osmond is best known for his role as Eddie Haskell in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His portrayal of the charming, yet scheming teenager captivated audiences, making Eddie a memorable character. Osmond's performance was marked by a blend of humor and cunning, often manipulating situations to his advantage while maintaining a facade of innocence. This duality resonated with viewers, solidifying his place in television history. After Leave It to Beaver ended, Osmond faced significant challenges. He struggled to find roles that matched his iconic character, leading to a period of professional uncertainty. In the 1970s, he shifted gears and joined the Los Angeles Police Department, serving as an officer. This drastic change highlighted a desire for stability and purpose beyond acting. Osmond's life was not without personal hardships. He faced health issues, including a battle with depression, which he later spoke about openly. In the 1980s, he experienced a scandal when he was involved in a car accident that resulted in a lawsuit, further complicating his life. In recent years, Ken Osmond remained active in the entertainment industry, participating in reunions and interviews that reflected on his time as Eddie Haskell. He passed away in May 2020, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with the complexities of fame and personal struggle. His story serves as a reminder of the darker side of celebrity and the human experience behind the screen.
I didn't mean it, Eddie! I didn't mean it!
Beaver, wake up, Beaver!
Stephen Talbot portrayed Gilbert Bates in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, a character often seen as the loyal friend who provided comic relief and relatable mischief. His role contributed to the show's exploration of childhood and friendship, but Talbot's life took a darker turn after the series ended. He struggled with the pressures of child stardom, which led to a tumultuous transition into adulthood. In the years following Leave It to Beaver, Talbot faced personal hardships, including battles with substance abuse. These challenges often overshadowed his early success, leading to a series of failed projects and a struggle to redefine his identity outside of his childhood role. His later career included some work in television production and writing, but he remained largely out of the public eye. In the late 1990s, Talbot re-emerged in interviews reflecting on his experiences, revealing a sense of regret and a desire to move beyond his past. Last known information suggests he has maintained a low profile, focusing on personal recovery and the quieter aspects of life, away from the spotlight. John Hart played the role of a construction worker in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His character was often depicted as a hard worker, embodying the blue-collar spirit of the time. Hart's performance highlighted the struggles and triumphs of everyday life, resonating with viewers who faced similar challenges. After the show, Hart's career took a different turn. He struggled to find consistent work in Hollywood, often overshadowed by the show's more popular stars. In his personal life, Hart faced significant hardships. He battled alcoholism, which led to strained relationships and professional setbacks. His struggles with addiction were well documented, and he often found himself in the shadows of his peers. Hart also faced financial difficulties, which forced him to take on various odd jobs to make ends meet. Despite these challenges, he remained a resilient figure. The last known information about Hart is scarce. He largely faded from the public eye, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. There are few records of his later years, leaving a veil of mystery over his fate. His legacy remains tied to the character he portrayed, reflecting the complexities of a life marked by both achievement and struggle.
Now I'm a little upset.
Are you thinking of getting a divorce?
Jerry Mathers portrayed the innocent and curious Beaver Cleaver in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver. His performance captured the essence of childhood, showcasing both the joys and challenges of growing up. However, after the show ended in 1963, Mathers faced a tumultuous journey. He struggled with the transition from child star to adult actor, a common plight for many in Hollywood. In the late 1960s, Mathers enlisted in the United States Air Force, seeking a sense of normalcy away from the spotlight. Upon returning, he found it difficult to secure roles, and even faced financial difficulties. In the 1980s, he experienced a personal crisis when he went through a divorce, which left him battling depression. Mathers also faced health challenges, including a serious battle with diabetes, which required him to make significant lifestyle changes. Despite these hardships, he remained resilient, eventually finding success in various television roles and public speaking engagements. As of the latest updates, Jerry Mathers continues to engage with fans and share his experiences, reflecting on a life filled with both triumphs and struggles.
It's what they call fate. You see it all the time on television.
Yeah, but if I don't tell my dad, I don't think I'm going to see television.
Hugh Beaumont portrayed Ward Cleaver in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, a character that represented the ideal American father. Beaumont's performance was marked by a calm demeanor and a wise, guiding presence. However, beneath the surface of his successful role lay a complex personal life filled with challenges. After the show ended in 1963, Beaumont struggled to find roles that matched his iconic character, leading to a decline in his acting career. He faced financial difficulties and battled with the pressures of being typecast. In his personal life, Beaumont endured significant hardships. His marriage to wife, the actress and model, was tumultuous and ended in divorce after 26 years. He also dealt with the tragic loss of his son, who died in a car accident, a blow that haunted him for years. Beaumont's later years were marked by health issues, including a heart condition. He passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and shadowed by the complexities of his life. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his public persona, faced private struggles that shaped his later years.
Look, Mr. Hanson, can you wait just a minute? I'll ask my wife. Thanks. June!
Edgar Buchanan portrayed Captain Jack in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a unique charm to a character who served as a mentor figure. His portrayal was marked by a blend of warmth and authority, embodying the spirit of a guiding presence in the lives of the young characters. Buchanan's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing his ability to connect with both children and adults. Beyond Leave It to Beaver, Edgar Buchanan had a prolific career in film and television, often cast in roles that highlighted his distinctive voice and comedic timing. He appeared in numerous westerns, earning a reputation as a reliable character actor. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that affected his relationships and career. Despite these struggles, he continued to work, demonstrating resilience. Later in life, Buchanan faced health issues, including a battle with cancer, which ultimately led to his passing in 1979. His legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember his roles. The last known information about him is that he was buried in the Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, leaving behind a complex legacy of both triumph and struggle.
Believe he'll be that dishonest.
Oh, I know. Or to deliberately disobey us.
As we wrap up our look at Leave It to Beaver, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This beloved series, which aired from 1957 to 1963, captured the essence of American family life in a simpler time. The characters of Beaver, Wally, and their parents June and Ward Cleaver became icons of the ideal suburban family. The show tackled everyday challenges, from school troubles to sibling rivalry, all while delivering valuable life lessons. The cast members faced their own ups and downs after the show ended. Jerry Mathers, who played Beaver, pursued various careers and even battled health issues, while Tony Dow, who portrayed Wally, became a successful director and sculptor. Did you grow up watching Leave It to Beaver? What memories do you have connected to the Cleaver family? Perhaps you remember the lessons learned or the laughter shared over their adventures. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are part of what makes this show timeless.
Have a serious talk with your counselor.
Cut it out, Eddie.